Good evening, viewers and dear friends who are connected from home. Our world has turned upside down during the last 2 years because of the pandemic of COVID-19. In these times of havoc and fear, a group of individuals and leaders from different faith and community came together to lead and support and guide to the citizens of various communities of the state. This resulted in the formation of Shillong All Faith Forum, better known as SAFF, on 10th of August 2020. And although we cannot hold a function to celebrate this day, but we are here virtually to observe our first anniversary. The Foundation Day focusing on communities of faith, harmony and diversity, and together against the pandemic. We are privileged to have in midst of us today the Metropolitan Archbishop of Shillong, Archbishop Victor Lingdo, from where we are going live stream. As we commence the program by invoking the presence of Almighty and to ignite the light of hope during these times of trouble and fear, may I now request His Grace Archbishop Victor Lingdo to light the candle. Thank you, Your Grace. And in midst of us, we have a very familiar face, most revered Bishop P. Lingdo, who is the president of SAFF. His contribution had been immense right from the day of start. May I now request Bishop P. Lingdo to please come and give his welcome address. Thank you.
Friends and all residents of our state of Meghalaya, as you have heard just now from the introduction, this is SAFF, Shillong All Faiths Forum, greeting and wishing you all a good evening and welcome to this program. It was last year on this day, the 10th of August, when leaders of different faith communities came and met in this very hall, in this very place, and together expressed a felt need for a body or for a forum for the society of Shillong, a body for harmony, for peace, and for cooperation. And that was how SAFF was born. Today, 1 year after that foundation, SAFF is still a toddler, but in terms of relationship building, in terms of mindset changing, SAFF has come a long way. I personally thank God for such a forum that accepts, a forum that accommodates, and a forum that respects all people and all faith traditions of the society. Diversities and varieties made and ordained by the Creator Himself are good, are beautiful, and are permanent. But the man-made diversities, man-made differences destroy human lives and tear down the fabric of the society. And friends, SAFF is doing its best to rise above man-made differences. We had planned, we had thought to celebrate this day, this event, in a big way. But as we all know, the coronavirus has spoiled our plans and our chances. However, this program this evening is of no less significance. Following the COVID protocol, just a few of us are here on the podium, while the rest of our members are online. So on behalf of all the members of SAFF, I'm pleased to welcome our Chief Minister, Sri Conrad Sangma, the chief guest to this program. He is with us virtually. He will release a short video produced by SAFF on the appeal or call for vaccination, and then he will also address all of us. And on behalf of SAFF, again, I am pleased to welcome Dr. Vincent Darlong, the Vice Chancellor of the Martin Luther Christian University, Shillong, who is our guest speaker. The theme of, or the subject of this program is communities of faith, harmony in diversity, and together against the pandemic. And we shall hear from our guest speaker speaking on this subject. And friends, as we look forward to India celebrating its 75th Independence Day on the 15th of August, we pray and we hope that the spirit of SAFF, the spirit of harmony, the spirit of peace, the spirit of cooperation spreads to the nooks and corners of our state of Meghalaya, spread to all the corners of Northeast India, and the same spirit spreads to India as a whole. This is what our country needs. And indeed, this is what the world needs today, the spirit of unity in diversity. And the seed of this is sown here in Shillong itself. So long live SAFF and long live Meghalaya. Thank you.
Thank you, most revered Bishop Pilindo, for that enlightening welcome, a very warm welcome. Like, as you know, as essential a file to an office, so is a secretary to an organization. We are happy to have among us Pastor Edwin Karkongor, the Secretary of SAFF, since the beginning. And it has been a pleasure to work with him, who is also a dear friend of mine, and of course of all SAFF members. May I now request Pastor to give a portrait of SAFF as well as a brief report of the Secretary. Please, Pastor Edwin.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Mr. Noor, Your Grace, Bishop, Father Richard, and Mr. Naba, and all of us who are here, including our Honorable Chief Minister and dear Dr. Darlong, who are participating with us from their homes, and all of you who are participating in this program at this time with your families and your friends at home and in other places. We are on a journey, and in human history, we have seen crises of different nature, of different kinds, bring people together. Last year, it was the onslaught of the coronavirus pandemic, which has brought, as our president has said, leaders of different faith communities to come together with a concerted commitment to work together and engage in this crisis. That was on the 26th of July when about 26 of us were gathered in this hall, and that initial gathering took a momentum when on the 10th of August, a few weeks after that, the Shillong All Faiths Forum was formally constituted. And that is why we are here to celebrate our first anniversary of the Foundation Day of SAFF. In our forum, we have representatives from the different Christian fraternity, from different groups, different denominations, at different levels. We have a representative from the Central Puja Committee, the Shillong Muslim Union, the Shillong Gurdwara, the Sri Guru Singh Sabha, Shillong Buddhist Association, Singh Rai Joai, and other individual members with the same commitment and who share the same concern. And when we formalized this forum, we have some of our objectives as peace and harmony, and an attempt to bring communities together and work together in the midst of difficulties and troubles that as a community, as people in the state, we are facing. Indeed, as people all over the world, we are facing. So also, this forum is grateful that the government of Meghalaya has acknowledged us. And at the time when the government was discussing about the opening of places of worship and the drafting of the SOPs for the places of worship, be it the church or the mosque or the temple or any other place of worship, we were engaged and involved in drafting the SOPs, and we were able to convey this to different members of different communities. Our units during the journey of this pandemic, from the first wave to the second wave, some of our units and also individuals have been able to contribute so much with acts of kindness, acts of goodwill and support to communities. And we see that in different phases, in different places by units. As a forum, SAFF meets regularly whenever it is possible and whenever the need arises. And the format of our meeting has been in different places. We have met in the premises of the Shillong Muslim Union, where we meet regularly in the premises of the Archdiocese in Shillong. We also meet in the Shillong Gurdwara. We met in the Ramakrishna Institute and other places like that. That is an effort, an attempt from our side to show that we are able to come together and work together for good. When last year in October, the late Father Stan Swami was arrested, SAFF as a forum made an appeal to the office of the Honorable Prime Minister of our country to intervene and to consider his case as on the basis of a humanitarian consideration due to his age and his illness and the pandemic which is going on in the country. Sadly, Father Stan Swami passed away this year. When the second wave hit our nation and indeed our state, Meghalaya, we have seen there's a great hesitancy to take the vaccination as a protection. And as a forum, we took a decision to promote vaccination in our state, to reach out to different communities, to different peoples. And as a forum, we took a decision to produce a very short film, a very short video clip to promote vaccination. And this film will be released this evening. We are, as our bishop has said, still a toddler. This is our first year, but we journey on with commitment, and it is our endeavor to work unitedly against this pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic. But it is also our desire and our call to work together against different pandemics that we face in life. Pandemics of hatred, pandemics of injustice, pandemics of poverty, of ill health. And as a forum, we are committed to work together for the good of the society and the nation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pastor, for that lovely insight. I hope our viewers will have some knowledge about the works of SAFF. As we are also here, our president has already welcomed our guest speaker, is participating with us. He is a reputed scholar and an able administrator, Dr. Vincent Darlong, the Vice Chancellor of Martin Luther Christian University. Thank you, sir, for accepting our request at such a short notice. We are very much humbled. So we now request or give our time to listen to Dr. Darlong and also to exhort us, admonish us, and to inspire us with his presentation. May I now hand over to Dr. Darlong. Thank you. Yourself. Can you unmute yourself? No. Can, Dr. Darlong, I think you have to unmute your microphone. Can you unmute your microphone, please? Since we are not getting Dr. Darlong, we can proceed with the program. He'll be back into line after which. Now may I request Father Richard Majau to please come and introduce the film, and also to invite the Chief Minister to release the film, after which we can have the speech of Dr. Darlong. Father Richard Majau.
Dear friends, with gratitude to God, today we celebrate the first anniversary of the foundation of the Shillong All Faith Forum. As believers in God, we always trust Him in times of happiness and in times of trials. With faith in God, the leaders of the SAFF come together to combat the COVID-19 pandemic that affects the world and the state in particular. We leave aside our differences and come together as children of God. We fully understand that we cannot stand alone to overcome the pandemic, but together we believe we can overcome the power of darkness. The faith leaders represent the different religions and different traditions. The film that you are about to see will reflect that diversity, but the purpose is just one. Trust God and vaccinate yourself. We had been praying to God to give us the medicine to protect humanity. And God, in His greatness, through the wisdom and labor of our scientists, has given to us the medicine. It is our generous response to God to trust Him and to protect ourselves. As faith leaders, we are very much concerned about the deadly virus that is infecting people, affecting the livelihood of the society, and taking away the precious lives. What you are about to witness is faith leaders speaking to us in various dialects and languages to convey the message that vaccination is only way to protect ourselves and our loved ones. We are tired with the lifestyle that we are living in today. But if we do not come together in this combat, our journey is long and our fight for freedom will be endless. We are grateful to all those who worked so hard to make this film a reality and to convey the message to all of us. So at this moment, on behalf of all the staff members, and on behalf of all of us, we take this opportunity to welcome the Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Conrad Sangma, to release this film. So now we will enjoy this film that will be presented to all of us.
Thank you very much, Father. And it gives me great pleasure to officially release the film, Trust in God and Vaccinate Yourself. Thank you.
Dear friends, the Shillong All Faith Forum, or SAFF, has come together to appeal and inspire all citizens and members of our communities. There is a way out. There is hope. There is the Almighty who protects and heals us. So SAFF calls on all of you to seek protection for yourself, for your children, and for your communities. Come, get vaccinated, and follow the COVID appropriate behavior for a healthy life.
Kublai pi ki paralok baro. Nidan menta haga jingsha pentrim naga klam COVID khat khandai. But ki judge jing penstom bopher ki ba mi naka. Menta ka way na gijing le abo bhatam ha gijing yada ba kentang persha ya kani gijing pang ba shirkai kadai gijing ai tika katika ka yarap hakibon rukom ka penduna ya gijing duno ajong gijing em ya gijing shalik sumar haki hospital but gijing lot jingsep katika kalong ka basngai sngob ha lek ban ai ya katika kanyam ka hikai yingi ban yada bat yarap iwei ya iwei pat ublei unkirku.
Dalo ancheng janggirangna ke pangnan coronavirus aru uni dingtang dakapa sabisina kenanio ongenga. Dalo ya ken gnigipa sabisioniko rakina kata nambat kepa delani tika shwani ba vaksin ranian onga. Tika shwania banga dakchakanirangko onna janggina ken gnioniko komiata yan hospitalo dongna nanganiko komiata yan sana bananiyo cross ongnianiko komiata yan anchingni bisarangko arwamangni mukangchi tanganina na joke rakyani onga tika shwania namaya kenanangani dongja kasapai tika shwe ratokpabo isol nasimangna patichina plakon metela
hiding ito wa ketika ni ka vaksin kalau kam te karpade piboro o pendep hiya ketika ni ka vaksin lai se ki vaksin center pendep ya ka kamera yang pi kam ke nong tong ke lai loi khnang wa yo yo i jing ida na ga ni ko kujut ko cher khai ka ro kam te kam ga jing pang mo ye phi ki para nong song song yong ka makalia ton pande pi ya ga vaksin kam ma thande pha khande persen mana de pande pi khande pha khande persen ye ga vaksin ga yong i em hok i wo do wa na sarkar yo pelai no ko yo wani ulai se ki temple yo ulai se ki yung mene yo ulai se ki mosque hakani ka pot em ka mo pendet ye ka vaksin yo i chai ki i mo saratan wi pe wi men sen yo em hakani ka ri hakani ka state ka yang i
कुदरत ने हमें तकदीर दी है, तकदीर के साथ हमें तदबीर भी करना है। आज हम यहाँ जमा हुए हैं इस वबा के लिए जो सारी दुनिया में फैला हुआ है। आइए शामिल हो जाइए, टीका लीजिए। टीका लेने से आपको हॉस्पिटल जाना न पड़े और कम खर्च में आपकी जिंदगी का मुनहसर हो जाएगा। इसलिए आप सबों से इस्तदा की जाती है कि आप इसमें शामिल होइए और अपने को लाइए, अपने अजीज अकारिब को लाइए, सबको लाके टीका दीजिएगा। हुकूमत कोशिश कर रही है टीका हर शख्स को मिले, इसलिए मैं आपसे दरख्वास्त करता हूं कि आप सब आके इस टीके का इंतजाम को पूरा करें। सबको टीका लगाइए। टीका लगवाने से अपना घर बचाइए, अपना घर के साथ मोहल्ला बचाइए, मोहल्ला के साथ मुल्क को बचाइए। फ़कत वस्सलाम।
Our society, our neighborhood, our families, and even ourselves, we've been greatly impacted by this dreadful disease. What we have right now, friends, is a form of protection, which we call vaccination. Vaccination have a lot of advantages. It minimizes the risk to life, and also it minimizes the chances of really getting affected greatly by the disease. We are taught to help humanity and mankind at that. May we all come together, get vaccinated.
আপনাদের সকলকে আহ্বান করছি যে ভ্যাকসিনেশন বা টিকা আপনারা সবাই নিন। আপনারা নিজের, আপনাদের আত্মীয় স্বজন যারা আছেন, বন্ধু বান্ধব, সবাইকে ঠিক রাখার জন্য করোনার থেকে আমরা মুক্তি পেতে পারি। কারণ আমাদের রক্ষা কবচই হচ্ছে টিকা। তার জন্যে এই টিকা নেওয়া খুবই প্রয়োজনীয়, আর এটা আমাদের একটা সামাজিক কর্তব্য।
Ai ku blei pi wei ya pi ki perlok berjor ki marchnong marthau ki marthana baro kane gade ke por ke bu hadu kata ha ke bagi jenjar ke wan kelep ya ci baro ba ci don kam ne kerchan mesim i wei pan la da ka diri kane ka vaksin lane kane ka tika ke injection manile persya e kane ka khlam sila dua ya ke bu sedang ya kani klam bau bleun ai kita wai kita shin ba chin la ban light kani klam henre bau bleu la ai kani ka injection ni kani ketika ken bon ki ban batai bakla tenga kerpadi pi deri bun snap iti ban batai bakla pi de ban moit la chung la sem bun di ban ai kani ka injection kani ketika bat baniada ya la jong baniada ka chung sem baniada ka chung ka thau bat ya ka ri ba ka jaj ban reu ku blai shibon
ਸਾਡਾ ਦੇਸ਼, ਸਾਡਾ ਸਮਾਜ, ਸਾਡਾ ਮਾਸ਼ਰਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਭਿਆਨਕ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੋਂ ਨਿਕਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਗਿਆਤ ਹੈ, ਕੋਰੋਨਾ ਦੀ ਮਹਾਮਾਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਸਨੇ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਜਾਨਾਂ ਲੈ ਲਈਆਂ ਨੇ। ਸਾਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਦਾ ਕਹਿਰ ਬਰਪਾ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਕੋਰੋਨਾ ਦਾ ਟੀਕਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਨਿਆਮਤ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਹੱਥ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਲਦੀ ਤੋਂ ਜਲਦੀ ਕੋਰੋਨਾ ਦਾ ਟੀਕਾ ਲੈਣ। टीका जड़ा है, कोरोना का टीका जड़ा है एक ढाल बन के असीं इसनूं इस्तेमाल करिए। रब राखा आप सब दा गुरु अंग संग सुहाई होवे। सत श्री अकाल।
ব্যাগগুলোই জানি যে আমরা কেউ নতুন ভাইরাস আসছে গত এক বছর ধরিয়ে না আমরা নিজের খুব খাসর মানুষও কেউ হারাই, বন্ধু বান্ধবও হারাই। ভ্যাকসিন লই আমরা নিজের যাত্রে বাঁচাই বা আমরা দেশরে বাঁচাই। নিজের কমিউনিটিরে আমরা বাঁচাইবার খুবই চেষ্টা করি। আবার রিকোয়েস্ট করি যে যারা যারা বাকি রইন যে ভ্যাকসিন দিবার লাই তারা ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড ভ্যাকসিন লই।
You are fully aware about the deadly coronavirus for which we have been affected since last 2 years. How to contain? Therefore, on behalf of all faith forum, I make a fervent appeal before you all, irrespective of caste, creed, and religion, to come forward and get vaccinated, and please kindly follow the protocols.
Kijing hikai jong ki rutumen kalong bangin pikir ngin peitlem ngin yaraplem nagbanta ki weipat ki marjan ki marpar ba ki pateng ki banwan kumta kadon kamengi ban yada yalade ban yada yaki imlang salang bat ega jai ban reu ketika lani ke covid vaccination kadai ka wai na ki lad jingyada ki batikna hagini ki sngi kumta hagini ka por lembat ki wei khot yapi shim ya ketika ban yada yalade bat ban yada yaki wei ru kumjo khublei shibon.
So I think you all must have enjoyed the film. Basically, there is nothing to enjoy but the message. I hope our viewers will carry on the message what the SAFF wanted to give. Each and every one, if we carry the message forward, then it will reach to every nook and corner of the state. I think we have been joined with Dr. Dalong. So as I was telling, Dr. Dalong is the Vice Chancellor of Martin Luther Christian University, and he will make a presentation. Yeah, he's there. So over to Dr. Dalong. There is some technical error, we are not being able to get the audio of. We got him. Thank you so much, Dr. Vincent Darlong. I hope our patient has paid. Thank you. So we'll try to connect with him again. So let us go to our next program. We are joined with our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Conrad K. Sangma, in our midst. Mr. Sangma needs no introduction, and I will not say much about him. The citizen of Meghalaya, the people of Meghalaya knows him very well. So we invite you to hear from you.
A very good evening to everyone, and I hope I'm audible. Our chairperson of today's program, Shri Nongrum,
Yes.
our President of the Shillong Forum, Most Reverend Dr. P. Lingdo, our Vice President, Father John Madur, and also Vice President Shri Nabha Bhattacharya, our Secretary of the Shillong All Faith Forum, Reverend Edwin Karkungar, Your Grace, Archbishop Victor Lingdo, all the members of the staff who are present here today, and all other friends who have joined us from different areas through the help of technology. I first of all would like to take this opportunity to thank the Shillong All Faith Forum for having invited me to the anniversary celebration that we are having today. I will not speak much because a lot has already been said. But I would like to take this opportunity to first of all thank all the members of the Shillong All Faith Forum for having done what they did. The last 1.5 years have been extremely challenging for us as a society, as a state, as a country, and as a world. And in these difficult times, when we have leaders from different religious faiths that come together and give us a message of hope, it really means a lot. In these difficult times, when this entire COVID pandemic started, one did not even understand how it would unfold. And in those times, especially in Shillong and in the state of Meghalaya, the Shillong All Faith Forum stood up and took up the challenge to bring everyone together and to give the hope that when God is with us, we will get through these difficult times. When the Shillong All Faith Forum came together, it sent a strong message of unity. It sent a strong message of cooperation, as mentioned. It set a great example to the rest of the world that in a state like ours in Meghalaya and in a country like ours, where we are so diverse, yet when there are challenges and when there are difficulties, we all stand together and we all stand united, and we will fight to ensure that we all come out of this together. So therefore, it was a great message that was sent to the world and to the nation. And therefore, on this occasion, when I was asked to be here, it was a great honor to say yes, to be part of this great celebration, not just because of the anniversary date, but to look back and see how much this forum has contributed to our state and to our people. I also would like to take this opportunity to remember all those who lost their lives and their dear ones. There were so many people who lost their precious lives. There are more than 8 families in the whole state who lost both their parents. And there are more than 1,000 plus people who lost their lives. We remember all of them. And we remember, more importantly, their family members who miss them today. The Shillong All Faith Forum has again played a very important role in comforting these people during these difficult times. I also would like to remember and thank the health workers, all the frontline workers who have really played a very, very crucial role. And during this pandemic, it is most appropriate for us to realize that the difficulty and the challenges that the health workers faced during this phase was unprecedented. The kind of difficulty they have every time they have to serve or take care of a patient, it's not simple. And to do it day and day out, every day, morning and night, is something that I just can't imagine how they do it. And so, on this particular occasion, we must all pray and thank for the service that our frontline workers have given, the kind of difficulties that they've went through, and would pray for each and every one of them so that they all remain healthy, and thank them once again for the contributions they have made to the people of our state. Having said that, it was a wonderful video that was made today. Trust in God, vaccinate yourself. In the beginning, when the vaccination started, a large number of us had doubts as to whether there would be any kind of side effects. A large number of us doubted whether it will actually work or not. And I can understand that in the beginning, these doubts were there. But now that months have gone and lakhs of people in the state and the country have been vaccinated, there should not be any reason for any doubt in anybody's mind that the vaccination helps. About 90% of the people who lost their lives in the state were not vaccinated. There are samples and examples of many localities which have taken the vaccine in 100%, have shown that very few positive cases have come. And even if the positive cases are there, they are not of serious nature. On the contrary, many localities which have rejected the vaccine have shown large number of positive cases coming out, and a large number of people dying, and a large number of people being hospitalized. So clearly the evidence is there. So this is the right forum to appeal to the people of our state that if we really want to ensure that we are able to protect ourselves and our dear ones, and more importantly, get back to our lives as it was in the normal situation, it is very important that we all get vaccinated, and that too within a time frame. So we cannot allow this vaccination drive to be a year-long drive, because then the cycle will have to be again repeated. So therefore, it has to be done in a time-bound manner, and we are hopeful that within the next 2 to 3 months, we should be able to cover more than 80% of our population. And therefore, I would urge all our religious leaders, like you have been doing in the past, that let's work together to ensure that our people are protected. And this video that has been made is a true example of the efforts that are being put in by each and every one of you. At the same time, just two very small things which I would like to add. They are not small, they're very big, but very quickly I'd like to mention that the forum that has been formed has done a tremendous job and has really contributed towards the fight against COVID-19. But then we have many other challenges as we move along. Even today and in these times, there are individuals, there are certain organizations who are trying to disrupt the peace that we have in our society and the peace that we have in our state. The forum would be an appropriate way to ensure that peace prevails in our state. I can assure you that the state government will be very firm. I can assure you that we will act in a very strong way. But in the process, we need your healing touch. We need your prayers. We need your blessings. We need the blessings from above to ensure that our state and society will continue to be in peace as it was in the past also. Another very important aspect, which is very disturbing for all of us, is the reports that have come out regarding the climate change that is there in the world today. And we have been told that the effects of the climate change will be there faster than what we expected. The forum needs to play an active role in ensuring that the society moves together in this aspect also. If we are not able to act fast enough, there may not be much to do for the future generation, and the challenges may be very, very large for humanity to overcome. Therefore, as citizens, as responsible leaders, as Shillong All Faith Forum, this also is an important agenda which I strongly feel that this forum should take. So with these few words, thank you so much once again for all the contribution, for all the support and all the work that you have done in order to give the faith to the people during this difficult and challenging times, and setting a great example to the rest of the country and this world that in this diversity, we can still have unity and fight the challenges that humanity faces together and overcome these challenges. May God bless each and every one of us. May God bless our beautiful state of Meghalaya. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for that inspiring speech. At the same time, I would like to assure you that we from SAFF, we are behind you. You march forward, we are always with you. Whenever the requirement, not only of the government, but also of all the people, we are always there. And I think your speech will carry forward a food for thought for all those who are watching the program. Thank you, sir, once again. Though we will live in a world of imperfection, but the challenges are for us to move forward, and together we will succeed. Although we miss Dr. Darlong, we wish him all the well and convey our gratitude. Can we get Dr. Darlong? Are we getting? No. So sorry, sir. Maybe it was a hard luck for us, not for you, but for all the SAFF members, and especially the viewers who were waiting to hear your valuable words. As the saying goes, there will be no cake without icing. And we always want to convey our gratitude and acknowledgement to another. So this time I would like to request our Vice President, Mr. Nabab Bhattacharjee, to give the vote of thanks, which will be the icing of the cake. Thank you, Mr. Nabab Bhattacharjee.
Thank you. Very good evening to all our viewers, members of SAFF, and our beloved people of Meghalaya. Thanksgiving is always very gratifying, and it is my privilege to offer the vote of thanks. I would first like to thank Almighty God for giving us this opportunity to celebrate SAFF's first Foundation Day. I would like to, on behalf of SAFF, convey our heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister for being present with us during this last 1 hour, and as usual, from day one, being the inspiration behind SAFF. You see, we need to remember the past, to traverse the present and move to the future. And we'll be failing in our duties that while SAFF was formed in this very hall, but 2 years prior to that, Another godly and pious individual, late Dominic Jala, the former Archbishop of Shillong Diocese, was the driving force in combining the different religious and faith. It was on 5th of June, and as our Honorable Chief Minister has informed, there was troubled times, not COVID, in 2018, 5th of June, where it was decided to form a similar body like SAFF, and late Archbishop Jala and myself was given the onerous responsibility. And the Chief Minister was at the forefront with his cabinet colleagues to ensure that we work together. Unfortunately, he left for Italy, and God had other wishes for him. The Honorable Chief Minister has always been in the forefront in ensuring that SAFF is taken into confidence, and he has already recognized the contributions of SAFF. We have come to the end of today's program, but it is the end of just one program, but beginning of our another pledge for the coming years, our commitment to work as a harmony and a caravan of harmony, working together and doing the job and the scope in our Constitution. I thank our Honorable Chief Minister. I would also convey my gratitude to my friend, Dr. Vincent Dalong. Unfortunately, the connection was not at its optimal, but I'm sure we will hear for him. And I would request our President, then in our next SAFF meeting, we invite Dr. Vincent Dalong in person and we hear words from Dr. Dalong. We are also indebted to the Shillong Archdiocese for allowing us the use of this hall, Bianchi Hall, which has a history as far as SAFF is concerned in the formation of SAFF in this very hall. Thank you, His Grace Archbishop Victor Lingno, Father Richard Majau, and all members of the diocese. I would also like to extend my thanks to Nadia Communications for assisting and helping us and technically coming out with the film. It has not been an easy task to put all this together. Once a work of art is complete, we do not see the labor of love which has gone behind in formulating and bringing out this publication. So thank you to Nadia Communications. I would also like to thank our media friends, Basevio and all others, Abdul Jarwa and all our friends who have been here with us, stood by us to make this program a success. I would also like to thank all our esteemed members of SAFF, without which this orchestra of harmony would not have reached that crescendo which it has reached. Each of the members from each of the faith who are with us, who are members or who are supporting us from outside, we are all together in this journey. And finally, I would like to assure our Honorable Chief Minister that myself personally, I will bring a resolution on SAFF being from the climate change and in the environment profession for the last 30 years, it is our commitment, and I'm sure that this issue of climate change is a very serious issue of IPCC, and we in our own humble way will make tangible contribution towards the climate change, starting with our own home, that is our state. So if I have left anyone, it is not by design, but inadvertently. But all who have been associated with us, I once again convey our heartfelt gratitude of SAFF for being with us, and we will move ahead in the same manner as we have done all together. Thank you. Kublai Shibun, Mithila, Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Mr. Nabo. That was not only an icing on the cake, but it was a cherry on the pie. So friends, as we are nearing to draw near close, we hope that you have learned a little more about your role and responsibility in response to COVID-19. I also just join this opportunity to thank all our viewers who have been patiently watching us online. Now I call upon our President, Bishop P. Lingdo, to formally close the program. Thank you. God bless you.
Now may the Almighty God, the creator of all things, the source of all goodness, keep, protect, and bless you, and bless our state of Meghalaya, and bless SAFF as we move forward in this journey of serving the society. Thank you.